We all know that data mining happens, but now is as good a time as any to take some steps to protect what you got. Why? Because in addition to launching that revamped newsfeed last week, Facebook also recently announced an important partnership you may have never heard of. As the Electronic Frontier Foundation points out in a recent blog post, your personal info is gathered not just by Facebook itself, but by large data brokers that you probably won't recognize, like Datalogix, Epsilon, Axiom, and BlueKai. These companies can harvest data not only from online but offline sources like your supermarket loyalty cards, for example. Never thought that Venmo card could ever do you dirty, did you? Turns out that what you've saved in 5-cent wine sales, you may have been paying for with your deepest secrets, like how many bottles of Fireball you went through last weekend. Or in the case of the internet, who you stalk and what color your urine is today. That's a reference to last week's episode on how the internet can track weird side effects, but just watch it. Anyway, at this point, no one's surprised that people make lots of money off this information, but why does this matter now? Well, for one, Datalogix deals with both on and offline data pertaining to, as they put it, almost every US household. In a blog post entitled New Ways to Reach the Right Audience, you can read more about how all this data will be used to benefit Facebook advertisers. By merging all the info gathered by data brokers with Facebook's, they can, among other things, serve you online ads based on your offline purchases and vice versa, and make predictions about you with crazy accuracy. One infamous example of this was a high school girl who had been getting maternity coupons from Target sent to her parents' home. By tracking her purchases of certain products like lotion and vitamins and measuring them against other pregnant women, Target found that she was, in fact, with child. So her dad went into the nearest store, guns a-blazing, and let's just say it was very awkward. Yes, she was pregnant. How can you avoid a similar predicament? Well, by not giving out your personal info to big retailers and not getting all those loyalty cards. But let's face it, that's not realistic for everyone. For the rest of us, you can opt out of each of the data hosts individually on their websites. For Datalogix, this means visiting their privacy page. Under the paragraph heading Choice, there's an option to opt out of cookie-based tracking. Click and that will take you to a separate site called aboutads.info. This will scan your browser and, after a few moments, show you all the companies serving you customized ads through your browser. Again, many of which you've never heard of because they're all random marketing firms. To opt out of everything, including offline activity, you'll need to fill out a form with your address, and they say the opt-out will take effect within 30 days. Keep in mind, however, that your info will still be in their system. They just can't use it to send you things, and they can't share it with Facebook. So if you have a minute to spare, do it. We'll leave the relevant links in the show notes below. Ever had any embarrassing situations come up because of on or offline tracking? Let us know your story in the comments. As always, Scott and I will answer as many viewer questions as we can this weekend. And don't forget to tune in to our Google Hangout at 2 p.m. Pacific today to find out how you can win a special personalized prize from me and Scott. Hint, it is not a t-shirt. For TFN, this is Annie.